You feel guilty for doing nothing. But a truly lazy person would never feel guilty at all. That guilt is actually your brain sending you a message right now. Something deeper than laziness is running your behavior every single day. And most people spend their entire lives never figuring out what it is. You've called yourself lazy so many times, and every time you were wrong. Not wrong about the behavior, wrong about the cause. There's a hidden force inside your mind making these decisions for you, and the second you understand it, your whole life starts to make sense. This is not motivation talk. This is actual psychology about how you're wired. Think about the last time you had something important to do. You sat down, you were ready, and then something just stopped you. Suddenly you were tired or hungry, or your phone was right there. 30 minutes disappeared and you didn't even feel it happening. Then came the guilt, the frustration, the quiet voice calling you lazy. But here's what nobody tells you about that moment. That wasn't weakness. That was your brain executing a very specific program. A program that's been running inside you since the day you were born. And what you're about to learn will completely change how you see yourself. The most important realization in this video is still coming. Stay with me. If you want to understand how your own mind is actually working against you, subscribe to ThoughtCraft right now. We break down the real psychology behind why you do what you do. This channel exists for people who want to understand themselves on a deeper level, because once you understand your brain, you stop fighting it, and that changes everything.
Here's the truth your brain never told you directly. Your brain was never designed to make you successful. Honestly, success wasn't even in the original blueprint. Your brain was built for one thing and one thing only: keeping you alive. It was designed for ancient humans running from predators in the wild. Back then, avoiding pain and staying safe was the smartest move possible. But here's the crazy part. That same wiring is still running inside you today. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a lion and a deadline. To your nervous system, discomfort feels like a genuine threat to your survival. Failure feels like pain. Rejection feels like danger. Even the effort of doing something hard triggers a real alarm inside your mind. So your brain does what it's always done. It protects you by pulling you back. And this is where it gets really interesting. It doesn't ask whether the task is important to you. It doesn't care about your goals, your dreams, or your potential. Your brain only cares about right now, about keeping you comfortable this second. So every time you're about to do something that feels uncertain or hard, it intervenes. It floods you with resistance, heaviness, and suddenly overwhelming tiredness. And then it hands you an escape, your phone, a snack, something easier. Your brain genuinely believes it is doing you a favor. That's the part most people never realize. So let's talk about procrastination, because this is where it all clicks. Procrastination is not a personality trait, it's an emotional response. You are not avoiding the task itself when you procrastinate. You're avoiding the feeling that the task brings up inside you. That anxiety about not being good enough is a real emotional threat. The fear that you'll try your hardest and still fall short, that hurts. The pressure of being seen, judged, or laughed at feels genuinely dangerous. And your brain, doing its job, finds you a way out before you even notice. Scrolling feels good. Watching something feels easy. Doing literally anything else feels safer than facing that emotional weight. This is called emotional avoidance, and it's one of the most common human experiences alive. But here's the part most people don't notice. The things you avoid the hardest are the things that mean the most to you. The higher the stakes, the louder your brain's alarm gets. So your procrastination isn't random. It's actually a map of what you care about deeply. Every task you keep putting off has a hidden fear underneath it, and that fear is worth looking at, not running from. Let me make this real so you can actually feel it. Think about the gym. How many times have you skipped it this month? You told yourself you were tired or busy, or you'd definitely go tomorrow. But your brain remembers every burn, every struggle, every moment of physical discomfort. It logged all of that as painful, and it's keeping you away from more of it. That's not laziness, that's a survival instinct working in the exact wrong direction.
Now think about studying for something that actually mattered to you. You sat down with every intention of focusing and getting it done, but your mind went blank. Your phone called to you, and an hour passed. That blankness wasn't boredom. It was your brain protecting you from failure. Because what if you study as hard as you possibly can and still don't pass? That thought alone is enough to make your brain pump the brakes hard. And if you've ever had a dream you haven't acted on, this one is going to land. Every time you got close to actually doing something toward that dream, a voice showed up. What if people think it's stupid? What if it doesn't work out? What if I embarrass myself by even trying? I'm telling you, that voice is not wisdom, and it is not logic. That voice is your brain running threat detection on your future, and it's blocking your biggest opportunities while pretending to protect you. And this is where it gets really interesting. So, what do you actually do with all of this? Because understanding it is powerful, but you need real tools you can use today. The first thing is to make the task smaller than your brain's fear. Your brain resists anything big, heavy, and overwhelming. So stop presenting it that way. Don't say you're going to start a business or get in shape. Tell yourself you're going to open your laptop for 2 minutes right now. Tell yourself you're going to put your shoes on and step outside. The goal is to quietly slip past your brain's alarm system with something tiny. Once you start moving, the resistance almost always drops away on its own. The second thing is to change what discomfort actually means to you. Right now, your brain is labeled discomfort as a stop sign, a warning. But discomfort is actually the signal that real growth is happening inside you. Every hard workout, every scary conversation, every uncertain step you take, that feeling of tightness and resistance is literally your brain being rewired. Start thinking of it as proof you're doing something right, not something wrong. The moment something feels uncomfortable is usually the moment it's actually working.
The third thing is the 5-minute rule. And trust me, this one works. When your brain refuses to start, you make a deal with it. You say just 5 minutes, and then we can stop if we really want to. 5 minutes doesn't feel like a threat. Your brain can accept 5 minutes. And once you're 5 minutes in, momentum takes over almost every single time. The hardest part of any task is never the middle. It's always the very start. Shrink the start down to something your brain won't even bother to fight. The fourth thing is to remove the easy escapes from your environment. If your phone is one tap away, your brain will choose it every single time. Make distractions physically harder to reach than the work in front of you. Put your phone across the room. Use an app blocker during your focus hours. Make the path of least resistance go directly toward what actually matters to you. Your brain will always take the easiest road, so you have to change where that road leads. But here's the part most people don't notice. None of these techniques require more willpower. They require you to understand your brain instead of fighting it. And that shift from fighting yourself to understanding yourself is everything. Here's what I really want you to hold on to after this video ends. You are not lazy. You have never been lazy. You are a person whose brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. It's protecting you from pain. It's just protecting you from the wrong things. The things that feel scary are usually the exact things that will change your life. Every person you admire who seems driven, focused, and unstoppable, they feel the same resistance you feel every single day. They just stopped calling it laziness and started calling it fear, and then they walked toward it anyway. So next time you catch yourself avoiding something important, don't spiral. Don't call yourself lazy. Don't drown in guilt, and don't give up on yourself. Just stop, get honest, and ask yourself one simple question. Am I actually lazy right now, or am I just afraid? Because that answer will always point you toward exactly what you need to do next. Your brain is not your enemy. It just needs you to understand it. If this video made you see yourself differently, subscribe to ThoughtCraft right now. We make content that goes deep into the psychology of why you think, feel, and behave the way you do. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is one thing you've been avoiding that finally makes sense now?
You are not broken. You are just someone who finally understands how their mind works, and that is where everything begins to change.